Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I want to start my topic much about science and short intro that what exactly science is, what it speaks about. Science is basically a study of observation, experimentation and orientation. Science carries a wide range of branches under it, like physics, chemistry, and biology, and many more branches. Mostly the study is in day-to-day life made upon physics, chemistry and biology. What exactly is physics? Physics is a study which stresses upon mechanics, electricity, magnetism, light, work, force, whatever we see, whatever we do, and what efforts we make in the form of force and Newton's laws of motion all comes under the physics. What exactly is chemistry? About study depending more on atoms, molecules, compounds, quantum nature of matter, the atoms, different states of matter, how they function about, why and how the chemistry is required in day-to-day life. The organic chemistry also stresses on most of the equations and reactions. It talks about this content. So, as my academic career is upon mainly biology, mostly botany, I do speak with you guys on both the contents. What exactly is botany and what exactly is zoology? It comes under the biology. Before going to it, let's stress what exactly is biology. Biology, a life science. When an object or substance is said to be exactly living or possessing life. Before going to the study of biology, let's stress upon which object is said to possess life or said to be living. When it exhibits certain kind of characteristics like growth, reproduction, metabolism. When it comes to growth, what exactly do it speak? Growth by increasing cell size, increasing cell division, cell elongation, etc. When it comes to algae, etc., binary fission takes place, division of cells, 1 to many, 2 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 16, etc. When it comes to human beings, how do the cells grow? Human beings to increase in weight and size. There are different kinds of growth, like through cell division, through increase in cell number, cell elongation, etc. When it comes to metabolism, which is a sum of anabolism and catabolism. What exactly anabolism is? Anab means building or constructive process. Catabolism means destructive or degradation process. So when we stress on the anabolism, the best example under it is formation of glucose using carbon dioxide and water. The process of photosynthesis in presence of light is a basic best example under it. When it comes to the catabolism, respiration in human beings, the best example, where the glucose get broken down into the molecules of carbon dioxide and water. So these are, metabolism is a sum or collectively called as the anabolic and catabolic processes. When it comes to reproduction, there are different kinds of reproduction. Sexual reproduction, asexual reproduction, as well as vegetative reproduction. So when an object or substance is exhibiting all these kind of characteristics or factors within it, then it is said to have life or possess living. It exactly is said to be living. So from this content we have known much about what exactly living is. So now let's discuss about biological science, life science, a science of life. It is divided extensively into two categories like botany and zoology. Botany, a study about plant kingdom. Zoology about animal kingdom. Before going to botany and zoology, both aspects do speak mainly or stress mainly upon the concept of cell. What exactly cell is? What is the importance of cell? Is life existing without a cell? Then it's a big no. Cell is a structural and functional unit of life. There are certain theories also proposed under the cell. Two basic theories given mainly by Sladen and Swan and again proposed mainly by Robert Virtue. He said that cells are structural and functional units of life. Cells do arise from the pre-existing cells. Life is meaningless without the basic unit of life, the cell. Every life starts from a single cell. Generations to generation, even if we cross and go front, single cell is a matter of fact here. Without a cell, there is no life. There is no process, there is no metabolic processes that happens in the body. To know differently or rarely or most descriptively upon the what importance does this cell hold about? Every people used to say what is a cell, what is the definition of cell, what theories does it focus on, etc. But to be different in my video, I want to stress you people upon knowing what's the importance of cell by saying the respiratory process in human beings. You must know this different concept as it comes under respiratory content, but still let's discuss to know the importance of cell. Respiration. As you all know that inspiration or inhalation of air is done through nose, which carries the air through a perfect air pathway. The air pathway also has a special function of its own, that is humidification of air and conditioning of air which we inhale or inspire. When it passes through this pathway to the alveoli, in the alveoli, it has also a kind of structure. Like when we hold to the right hand side, I speak, this is alveolar epithelium. Lung portion, alveolar epithelium, towards the base of it, the basement membrane. When to the left hand side, I take two sides, right side, left side. Right side speaking about alveolar epithelium and basement membrane. In left side, when we speak about this side, the capillary endothelium towards the blood portion, and this is the basement membrane. Between both, you cannot call just a layer or a space which is very thin space that is present in between both, called as interstitial space. Gases like carbon dioxide and oxygen present on both these sides. Think that gases are present like oxygen and carbon dioxide in this side and this side as well. When the diffusion process in human being occurs, actually the oxygen from the lungs pass to the blood capillary endothelium and pass to the cells, RBCs, blood vessels, etc. And the blood vomits or removes the carbon dioxide content from it to the lung side where it will be exhaled out of the body, unrequired part. When it finally, through the process of diffusion, the gases from the portion of alveolar epithelium to capillary endothelium, the oxygen passes to the blood vessels and the cells, RBCs, till it goes to each and every cell inside the blood. It remains in a molecular state. It does not function further. Once it reaches to the cell, it exhibits metabolism or metabolic processes inside the cell itself. It carries anabolism and catabolism as a sum up and does most of metabolic activities in this manner. So just think guys what you have understood from this example, that in spite of most of these steps or most of the processes, we inhale or inspire gases, passes through the pathway, etc. and etc., passes to the alveoli structure, then diffusion takes place. In spite of all these steps and all these processes, without a cell, can it perform metabolic activities inside the cell? Can it transform from molecular form to more active form in the cell? It is a cell which activates the metabolic processes and does everything within it only. So think for a while, if the cell is absent in the body, even though you inhale the air and the air remains in a molecular form itself, it does not change its state unless and until it passes to this cell, to each and every single cell inside the blood. So most activities are carried inside the cell, which is a basic unit of life, which otherwise can be said like cell has its independent sustainability when we provide the environment like filled with certain kind of raw materials like water, minerals, etc. and different kinds of gases. Then it exhibits its function, because a single cell has a life within it. It has an exhibitive character of independent sustainability. Without cell, nothing can be processed. In spite of all the steps in my given example, in spite of all the processes, the oxygen is kept still in a molecular form, not transformed to any state until and unless it reaches the cell and functions there. So, a cell, which is the unit of life, it carries its importance and essentiality in this way. So, in the same manner, in a human body, different cells, billions and trillions of cells constitute inside a body, which results to a tissue, tissue to a tissue system, organ to an organ system, and their functions all. So, cell is a basic aspect of our life. Without the cell, the life is impossible. Transmission from one generation to other generation is through a single cell only. So, this is the complete content of cell. Hope you people have understood. If any doubts and queries, please ask in the comment section below. And if you like my video, then please do not forget guys to hit the like button and also click on the bell icon to get further notifications. So thank you.